Good morning. I'm in Limon, Colorado, and I'm making my way home. I always enjoy going down Highway 36 because it takes me through small town Americana. And as I expressed several weeks ago when I was in Kansas, I always think about the little lives that were, born out of these towns and lived and died. And you think about all the mornings hardworking people got up very early. Like just now, I went to a place called Loaf and Jug. It's like 5:30 in the morning, and two young fellows in there making coffee, counting out change. And you appreciate that there's people who get up early, to be of service to us. I think what even makes me more sad are all the construction men that go into the gas stations and their quotes breakfast or a pastry and coffee, and off to work they go. But the point being is, there's a lot of lives lived out and then died. Um, you know, Suddenly, in a lot of cases, not just old age, which thankfully I do see in a lot of these small towns are older people. But just the other day, I read about 5 teenagers in one car was in a car accident, and all 5 were suddenly dead. Now, the pastor I enjoy a lot uses that term a lot, and so does God and Jesus in the way they go about things. Jesus says it, God does it. In the Testament, where suddenly people are gone, dead. And in the pastor that I like so much, when he's especially talking about Lot and Noah's days, he'll say, all was normal until it wasn't. And that's what I see in these little towns. All is normal, another day, another dollar, and until it's not. Until God's judgment comes upon our land in one way or another, or a young teenager just out for a joyride, just all of a sudden dead. And so, again, I want to encourage us, the church, to love. And it's the most simple ways we can go about it. When I go into these gas stations, I always have a tract and a $20 bill, on the ready. And I smile and I thank them, thank you for getting up so early for us folks traveling through. You don't know how much it's appreciated. Back in Durango, there was an older gal in there. I may have talked about her already. I don't know. It looked like life had been hard. And she just was going through the motions, giving me change, not particularly looking at me. I could have been just another customer. But I said, ma'am, I hope you're having a lovely day. How are you today? And she looked up and she smiled and she said, oh, I'm fine. Just as if no one had ever asked her that before. And she went from being just kind of gruff, and I went from being just another customer to where 2 older women smiled at each other, wished each other, a blessed day. And it just, gosh, I'll tell you what, it put a smile on my face, and I hope it did for her too. So, I want to encourage that we as Christians go out and just love others, because we never know. We never know when it's their last day. And besides, Christ told us to go out, love, talk about me, and let's bring, point to Jesus and bring people into heaven. All right, I hope you have a lovely day yourselves. Bye-bye now.